Hi everyone, I'm Matt Polizzotto. Good to be here. I want to talk about a truth in HR today, something I learned over my 25 years working here. But first, I want to take you on a trip to Broadway. My wife got me tickets for Hamilton, the musical. We were so excited. But if you go to Broadway from New Jersey, you have to get there, right? That involves the Turnpike, Lincoln Tunnel, and guess what? We got there the first day they have congestion pricing. First in line for that. Take more money. $200 seats that don't really fit me. We'll leave it at that. My 10-year-old needed the $10 M&Ms. My wife needed the $48 sippy cup of wine. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I sit down, the music starts. Burr comes out. Music's on. I can't sing. I'm too emotional. It's too much for me. He walks off stage. Lights come on. Show's over. Yeah, right? What? My wife hasn't finished her wine. Can you imagine that happening? You couldn't, right? That person's on stage. Here's the truth, guys. HR is on stage too. People watch you. You're performing. You need to understand that truth of HR. So how do I know this? 25 years of leadership, working in a psychiatric hospital, HR leader, operational leader. I've always focused on leadership and relationships and the strategic plan of the organization. But that concept of being on stage, I learned pretty early on. So that's what we're going to talk about. Really two main concepts. One, HR is always on stage. You're being watched in kind of a weird way. And emotional intelligence matters. These are two key concepts you have to know about. Really important. I built in pause. So being on stage, what HR says and does matters. You know, it really is about being visible. The days of doing HR in your office, not rounding on team members, can't happen. You gotta be there. You gotta shape the culture, and you have a voice that has to be amplified. You have to understand that as HR leader. You have to develop your own script. Are you authentic? Are you based on values? Do you talk about empathy? Do you talk about values in your work? So key that people trust you and you can communicate those values to other people. You gotta be consistent as an HR leader. The spotlight's on. You're on stage. Visibility matters, perception matters, and most importantly, your influence always matters as an HR leader. Improv moments happen. HR, you're working with humans, guys. Humans don't do what they told all the time, right? Things happen, you're not sure how to deal with them. You have to take action, embrace it. Your values, how you act, will help guide you in those uncertain moments. But know you're on stage. You are, even in those uncertain moments. There's a backstage, thank God. You have people you can talk to. But when you're backstage conversations don't happen on stage. Remember that. You got to vent in HR, but that conversation can't come on stage to your team members. Now, you have to know your audience. And how do you know your audience? It's really important you understand the concept of emotional intelligence, which basically, after 25 years working in a psychiatric hospital, I know this. It's about how I deal with things and how you perceive I'm dealing with things. And it's really about your self-awareness, self-management, and your social cues. So self-management is really about how you deal with stress, how you react, how you show up and understand in that. And your social intelligence is how I think your social cues are, your body language, how you interact. Remember this as an HR person. Your communication is not about you. It's about your audience at all times. Really important. So self-awareness. You come on stage, about to come on stage right now. I take a deep breath. All right, Matt, don't fall, don't trip. Let's be okay. Take a breath. It's going to be all right. Know my triggers. Know what's going to upset me. Be ready to deal with that if it happens. Right? Pause and breathe. It matters. I gotta read the nonverbal cues in my audience. Gotta remember the people I'm talking with, how that goes on. I gotta understand the dynamics, the politics of going on with the audience. And most importantly, again, that word, empathy. How do I connect with the audience? How am I connecting with my team members? How do I bring value to those conversations? So important. In the end, it all comes down to relationships. You can't do human resources without the humans. Hate to break that to you. You gotta have, I know, right? Tricky humans. You gotta be able to interact. You gotta be able to work with people. Understand those relationships. That's so key to your success as an HR leader. In the end, you'll have an award. There you go. Look at me. Imagine your relationship. Imagine your communication. Imagine that emotional intelligence that you really need to develop as an HR leader. Really important if you want to celebrate excellence, HR leader. So, go out there and break a leg. HR leader, embrace your role. Embrace the opportunity you have to help shape culture, develop people. Really go out there and understand the humans first, then balance the workforce strategy from there. Really would do great. Guys, I really want to thank you for letting me be here today. It's great. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, please follow me on LinkedIn. My website for Next Couple Leadership's up. And check out my coffee chat show, Espresso with Matt, where I have great conversations. Guys, thank you so much for letting me talk today. Really appreciate it.